Hello everyone, it's a new day and we have more puzzles to solve. So, last time we did a puzzle up in Delphinus. We have Delphinus 14 is the new Andromeda 14, the puzzle that I just can't crack. We've got all of this stuff done. Let's take a look at puzzle 6 up here back in Cassiopeia. See if we can't unlock these two. Now, the trick with these ones, if I recall, is that whilst you can very simply put everyone next to a house, when the car gets to the end of the line, because there's a house directly next to the end of the line, we can't drop this guy off in that house. But there's only so many ways around this. So I'm figuring there must be a relatively manageable way to do this. Let's start here with these two. Put them home. Then pick up this one. Put them home. We can't do this. I was thinking about coming around and turning around at the end, but that's not going to fly. We're now in the front of the carriage rather than the back of the carriage, but we're not in the house. So, to that end, do we need to do somebody here first? Let's take one there. And one there. Now, if we pick up these two, whichever one we pick up, we can't then drop off in the opposing corner. So I think we need to do 2 on one side and then 2 on the other side, or something like that. Obviously that's going to have to go to there. That's a given. And we can't do this one first because we'll never get out of there. So far I'm full of hope. So far I think this should be manageable. Now we can't do that because then to get to this house would be blocked off as well. But we can do that. Then we can pick up here. And do that. And then we can pick up there. Is that it? I think we're going to have enough room to make that drop, are we? Yes. Swift progress today. And 2 brand new puzzles. Okay, well, it's a little more complex, isn't it? Still 2 carriages on the train. 1, 2, 3 purples in 3 houses and 3 oranges in 3 houses. Getting the orange and the purple here next to the door is going to be the tricky part. And I imagine this might need to be last, because if we ever try and put something in there first, we can't leave on this piece of track. And if we were to try and pick up and put down over there, we'd have to do it in that manner and leave ourselves a way of getting out. So I think this might be last, but we will see. I'm wondering if it might be something like that. And if that's purple house to purple, the problem is we can't get this orange working backwards into that house. lots of little issues here. Orange and purple. Drop off orange. Pick up purple. Drop off 2 purples. Pick up a purple. Pick up an orange. Drop off an orange. Pick up an orange. Drop off an orange. And then that purple is not going to get home, are they? Yeah. And what we can't do is pick up this purple first to go in that house, because that blocks us into that corner. So what else could we do? I don't think we can pick this one up first. I wonder if there's ever scope to finish something closer to this instead. We'd have to go... whatever this line in and out is going to be, is going to have to be exactly that, I think. I have no idea if that is going to be able to be functional in any way. But we could pick up orange and purple, drop off orange and purple. Then this goes to purple house first. So it's not going to be that, and it can't be this because we block ourselves in. So I think this is still a good candidate for what's going to happen last. Let's try... yeah, is it going to have to be that? I think. But then if we do that, can we ever get this orange in a house? Orange and purple. I'm just wondering, it would have to be this orange coming to a different house. But I don't think we could pick up, take them away, and then drop someone else off over here. So what else could we do? I don't think, and I could be entirely wrong, we're going to have to end up getting both of these ones to bounce off of each other as we pass through there. That doesn't seem like the solution. Orange and purple. Orange dropped off. Pick up another purple. Pick up an orange. Yeah, the problem is both of these houses appear to want to be last, which we can't do that way. They can't both be last, right? Pick up a orange and a purple. Drop off an orange. Pick up a purple. Drop off a purple. Drop off a purple. Pick up an orange and a purple. Drop off a purple. Pick up an orange. Drop off an orange. Is that it? I swear I ask that every time I think I've roughly found a solution. I think this is looking good. Will that back carriage get into that spot? It will. Smashing. Alright, there's Cassiopeia 7 done. Let's see what 8 has in store. This feels very familiar. I'm not sure how familiar it should feel, but how much can there possibly be to do here? Is this 6 again? Kind of. We've got 2 and 2, 2 and 2. But on 8, We've got 2 and 2, 2 and 2, but there's colours involved and the shrubbery gets in the way. So, we're going to need to do a purple last, I think. But just one. Oh, gross, no. If we're going to drop them off, we have to do that. And then that becomes the first orange, but we don't have room for a second orange in the train. There's lots and lots of problems here, mainly revolving around not being able to use up any of these tiles in preparation for an escape. So we're going to need a purple here. Unless it's the front of the carriage, can't be last. 2 oranges. Drops off 2 oranges. Then we pick up 2 purples. And this is exactly the problem. We can drop off those 2 oranges. But then that purple comes over here to this house first. And we need that to be the back part of the carriage. So, can we manipulate this back half of things? Pick up 1 purple, drop them off. Pick up the other purple, drop them off. Is it that simple? That way we get to drop off both purples as the front passenger of the train. Yeah. Alright, that's Cassiopeia completed. How many areas completed now is that? 1, 2, 3, and 4? We got 1 there, 2 here, a couple there, a whole bunch up here in the top right, and still some locked here in Orion as well. So let's hop into Orion 7 for a hot minute. Oh, this seems very painfully remembering. That's not a sentence. I have lots of painful memories of trying to do this. But hey, we've made so much progress already this morning. I don't have any issues. Of course, you're watching this in the evenings. At least if you... It could be any time zone. What am I talking about? You get to exist in whatever time zone in the world you want, or to watch this at whatever time you want. But we've made lots of progress already in this episode. Right, what are we doing? For you to be picked up, we'd have to do this. But for you to end up in that house, you can't end up in that house. So I don't think we can do this, at least not for these two in these 2 houses. Now, can we do... both of these? I'm guessing this is not it, but it's so satisfying having gone through all the loops multiple times. But of course, no one ends up in this purple house. Now, these guys, the purples, must be picked up from these. The oranges can be picked up from the edges, which is fine. Because that means here we can do that to get both of those home. But I don't think we can do that twice because the carriage only travels in one direction. And we can't do this backwards at the end. So if we wanted to do this, but leave an exit to get out, we'd be looking at something... We can't do that like that. How do we pick up this orange? Well... Yeah, we can't bring the purple around this section to finish because obviously we can't get to this house. That house must be delivering a purple in that direction. So would we need to pick up the orange before we do that loop? And if so, how would we do that? Because this train track is in the way, right? That would need to be an exit, and if that's an exit, we can't enter through this gap. And if we can't enter through this gap, we can never deliver both of these guys to both of these houses at the same time. So, who has to go somewhere completely different? I think this orange might end up in this house as we pass through. So we pick up that purple into that house, this orange into this house, this purple, we pick up that orange. But we can't do this and escape. I feel like there must be something here. It's just how many of these can we use functionally here? We can't leave a gap. So this orange ends up in this house. That purple's going to end up in that house while we pick up orange. But then this results in this purple never getting to that house, right? So if we need to do this loop in the opposite direction, I think that would be a way to succeed at the puzzle. But to do that, we'd have to do this, and then we can't escape again. It's so close. I'm just not sure how I'm using these 4 crossroads in the most ideal manner. Oh no, that's interesting. Because we can still use both of those. So if we've got orange, we have to come through here because otherwise we block off the whole thing. So we've picked up orange. We've picked up orange. No, we want to do that way. Picked up purple. Loop both of those through. Then I think that might be it. I'm entirely prepared to be proven wrong. Yes. So it was this complex up here that really helped. Let's just go look at that once more. So realizing that we could leave enough room here to come down, pick up orange, and go across the top side leaves us enough room to make sure we're doing this loop in the correct direction. Excellent. Alright, well that is coming up on 20 minutes, and that's one of the more successful videos we've had in a good while. I will save the new stuff in Orion for next time, but for now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.